Okay, welcome everyone to our Collect Direct Wednesday opportunity overview update Wednesday. Sometimes we call it Guest Wednesday. Tonight's a little bit on the same field. It's a little bit of updates, a little bit of guest knowledge, and just kind of give you a simple way to go about this business. It's fascinating some of the success stories we are seeing, in the Collect Direct world, and it's also fascinating to see, some of our partners, business professionals that are having a lot of fun in the marketplace where they're going and looking for treasures and how they're learning how to share them online and just how incredible this collectible industry really is. I really knew about the collectible industry back in the when I started teaching. I was a school teacher and I taught for 11 years and I was trading cards with the kids. And it was the kids that taught me back in those days. I was in my early 20s and I taught until I was in my early 30s. And I just remember how excited they were about certain things in the card industry at that time. And I started buying into it. Before you know it, I was collecting cards and saving whole sets and learning more about the industry. Then I went away from it, like a lot of people do. And you think back to when we were kids and you had some incredible treasures that probably would be worth a fortune today if you still had them. And, to be honest with you, we don't, right? Somebody else has them, or somebody else was smart enough to be able to build up a nest egg of all of these amazing treasures in warehouses, and then one day say, hey, world, let's learn how to point, click, and share them, and we'll share some commissions together. That was Dave Jordan. Dave Jordan is, kind of a visionary that back in, late 90s and his early youth days, he was collecting cards with his dad, or he had card stores and memorabilia stores, and he went on to learn how to be an entrepreneur, developing a company to $400 million. And all that time, he was accumulating cards in warehouses around South Dakota, Grand Forks, and different areas in the United States. But he always had a vision that maybe, this industry would explode enough that he could take that collection and share it around the globe. And we came up with this concept back in late 2022 when we started chatting a little bit, and then early 2023 when we launched our concept together. And before you know it, we came up with this platform. Dave, trademarked the things, Collect Direct, and his marketing arm called Collect Away. And we started the process back in August 2023 of trying to learn and earn for the people that wanted to participate early in the Collect Direct vision. And what's fascinating about that is that when you have an entrepreneur and another entrepreneur, you often get into this push-pull or sort of thinking, but you always come to common ground on the fact that it's working or it's not working, and you have to do something called course corrections. You see, I'm an entrepreneur through and through. I've sold one of my companies for millions of dollars that was traded. The company that bought me was traded on the New York Stock Exchange. I've sold another company to a retiring partner's son for a lot of money. And just recently, my wife and I are in the legal side of selling one of our other companies for millions of dollars today. So I don't tell you that to brag. I talk to you about having a dream, because you see, the company that we're selling today had to come out of receivership many, many years ago. So we had to have a vision that we could turn it around. And of course, during that time, we all know what happened 3 and 4 years ago. And all of us were in a really bad place, right? Where, we didn't know what the future would bring. But you know what? Some industries grew, some industries faltered. And one of the industries that actually caught fire all over again was the collectible industry. And when Dave had this idea of coming out of that sort of thing we were going through, those 3 years of just, wow, what's the world thinking? We launched this Collect Direct concept. So from August 23 to the end of 23, we had one get together with a group of people. And it was basically, where some of the folks got these hats and t-shirts, and we had a pin where they were the founders. They're the very first people that attended an event. And those people are very proud to know and be able to say they were there, 120 people strong. And I say that because we're at a point now where we're in 2024, and we've learned again what it's going to take to make this work into what we would call, parabolic growth, right? And so today I want to share some of those thoughts, and I want to bring a couple guests on that are having some success. But what's really interesting when you think about the Collect Direct vision is that anybody can do it. And when I say anybody, I'm not talking about people that have the professional skills to be an online person, somebody who's a salesperson, but somebody who's inspired by bringing their past to the future. And when you look behind me and you see the treasures on my shelves, these are things that I've, either bought from Dave on the platform Collect Direct, or managed to have in my own personal collection some of the Star Wars things and things for years. And they mean something. They've put a smile on my face. And for many of you, touching some of these treasures in the Collect Direct world brings you back to a very happy place. So imagine being a gift giver for a collectible product that helps somebody, maybe senior, go back to their youth and put a smile on their face. Instead of the traditional gift at holiday time where you give them a new pair of slippers, maybe you give them something they can put on their bedstand and they look at it and they just remember those incredible days when that particular time in their life was very, very happy, and it can bring some joy to their life. That's the collectible industry in a nutshell. It's the past to the future. And we're all given a chance to share in that with Dave's Treasure. So I want to share my screen, go through a bit of a presentation, and then invite some guests to jump in here and share with you what we're doing. So I've got Martin standing by. I'm going to have Jimmy standing by, and I've got one more standing, Mary Brett standing by. So here we go. Let me just share my screen so I can give you an idea of my thoughts tonight. Here it is, on May 15th, 2024, and we're already in the second quarter of this year, and it's going by quickly, but nothing's changed for any of us because we're bringing the past to the future, right? That's the Collect Direct mission. And we're doing it one click at a time. So when you think about a business, and again, a traditional business that I'm selling, and I've sold for millions of dollars, another one, and I'm selling one right now for millions of dollars. It took millions of dollars to get to the point where I could sell them. And here's a business for a whole year you could participate in for about $400, and let's summarize that for you. $9.98 yearly membership. That's one time during the year. Gives you a year membership of being able to have access to the potential to earn and learn with us. And there's no guarantee you'll ever make a penny, but it's at least an opportunity. There's a chance you could. And what I love about this is that for $29.98, you can join the Buyers Club mentality. And that buyer's mentality is to go find some people that can find treasures that bring them to the past that they may want in the massive presentation that's being put onto the Collect Direct all collectible site. And if they were to do that once a month for the year, that would have cost them somewhere around $400. And what they do with those treasures they purchase every month is their choice. They could sell them. They could give them. They could make a smile on somebody's face. They could attract people by doing them at trade shows, whatever they choose. But at the end of the day, the massive effort that you make to duplicate and learn how to do that is where the money is made. See, we're only as strong as the time we put into it. But the truth of the matter is, wouldn't you rather have 1% of 100 people's efforts than 100% of your own? Think about that for a second. It's like the 1 cent duplicating formula, which I'm going to show you in a little bit, just to remind you of just how powerful a little from a lot can be. And so we're in a business where we've got this great company with a great video to share our concept. So let me just do this. It's 2 minutes long, and we'll move on after this. So go right ahead and watch this. And each and every one of you have access to this. You can share this video. It's then attached to your username that you established for your $9.98 membership. And this video can actually drive eyeballs to your shopping site.
So you want to become a member of Collect Direct. Here's how it works. Congratulations on deciding to join the exciting growth of the collectibles industry. Collect Direct was founded by our CEO, Dave Jordan, who has amassed a warehouse of vintage collectibles across all categories for over 40 years. Collect Direct allows you to easily create your own website showcasing items from Dave's collection. For every purchase made through your unique referral link, you earn rewards in a variety of ways. To get started, you simply need an existing member to invite you. Then you sign up for just $9.98, which gives you a 1-year membership. Next, purchase at least $29.98 worth of items to qualify your membership as an affiliate position, making you eligible to earn commissions from sales on your website. Collect Direct is a highly duplicatable, home-based business with unlimited potential, rewarding individuals through team building, coaching, and repeat customer orders. As part of a debt-free company participating in the multi-billion-dollar collectibles industry, expected to reach $1 trillion in the next decade, the possibilities are truly exciting. Don't miss out on this opportunity to point, click, and share your way to earning retail rewards.
So the biggest part about a retail reward and the customer side of our business is, in fact, that you get paid to collect. And for those of you that can understand that concept in the most easiest way, just think about that. Point, click, and share your way to the website, or point, click, and share your way with the video that I just shared with you. Point, click, and share your way an individual item. You see, in our website, each one of our items have a tracking link on them that if you said you wanted to send somebody a Lionel train that was $29.98, because you know they collect trains, that little picture that would show up in their text or their email would have a link on it that would open up and show, hey, Mary Brett send this to you. And if they were to buy it, you would get paid. That's what point, click, share means. Because every one of our items in our back office of our membership purchased link for $9.98, which is good for 1 year, once you've qualified that membership by buying a one-time that month $29.98 item, or the accumulation of items from whatever, $2, $4, $10, $20, all the way up to $30 and above, you're qualified then to have the potential to point, click, and share to earn some sort of commission. And so when I think about all of this opportunity, it excites me to think about this industry, because we can talk about the industry of collectibles and think of it in some form or another in the next 9, 10 years to be $1 trillion. $1 trillion industry that you, me, and everybody else gets to participate in, with a man that's been collecting for over 40 years, massive amounts of his memorabilia that he's letting us share, and this industry is growing with or without us. And you just have to look at Amazon, you got to look at eBay, and look at how much online shopping is going on, how much traffic there is from people, and then take a look at how many, just in the United States alone, are collecting something, right? It's estimated over 200 million people. It's fascinating. So when you look at one part of the industry, it's the sport card part of the industry. And so Dave's brilliant. He has some of the best graders that any company can have on staff now, exclusively working for us and for the Collect Direct world, because they're branding cards called Collect Direct on the website that we now get to market as a brand, each and every one of us. And see, where people buy those cards is from Collect Direct, because you point, click, and share. Now, this sports card industry is expected to grow to like $98 billion by 2027. So it's not going away, right? And so we're learning more and more about this as we look at the different cards that Dave's having grading on there. And I'm fascinated. He's got a lot of movie stars and music professionals, and of course the sports people, and some of the other things that you get to really appreciate if you're a fan. And so not only do we look for customers, but we look for fans of different parts of the collectible industry. It could be Star Wars, it could be Beanie Babies, it could be NASCAR, whatever. It's on our site with our thousands and thousands of different collectibles. And what you can learn how to do is share these collectibles with your friends, and if they buy something, you get paid. It's that simple, right? I just want you to think like this. The Collect Direct comp plan is this simple, folks. Team build, learn how to coach folks, and then just repeat customers. So we want to really get you around this idea of 6, because if you really think about repeat customers and the fact that you can get commissions for every order they make in the future, that's just incredible. This visual right here of collectibles from customers and members paying you. So it's your decision, right? You got to make a decision. Do you want to build a team of people, or you just want to go out there and point, click, share retail customers and develop an affiliate program of referred customers and members that just buy, and they buy every month and you get paid. And there's more to learn about that concept, but think about it. You could be an affiliate, you could be a home-based business builder, you could be a network marketer, you could be a retailer, you could buy massive amounts of products from Dave's website in big packages that we offer, and you could go to trade shows and sell them. It's your choice. You want to go this way or that way. It's your business. But it all starts with $9.98. It's that easy, right? So, folks, I promised you I would share this screen, and it fascinates me because sometimes people look at the Collect Direct world, they say, so you're telling me that for $29.98, if I share some item off their website, I'm going to make $5? And the answer is yes. And that $5 unleashes multiple parts of our compensation plan that can give you further. So somebody said, well, it's only $5. I want to make a lot of money. Well, this chart alone continues to open my eyes. When you look at day one having a penny and say, let's double it every day for 30 days. What is that penny worth if you duplicate? If you duplicate, 2 becomes 4, becomes 8, becomes 16. And look at what happens as you go through those 30 days. And by the time you get to the 30-day mark, that single penny duplicated every day is worth over $5 million worth of money, right? Of these pennies piled up. That's the concept of a membership, a buyer's club, an affiliate marketer, a network marketer. Somebody that gets that numbers duplicated easily will make you a nice return. What is that return? For a lot of us, a couple $100 a month would change our lives. For some of others, all we want to do is put together a way to make 500 or 1,000, maybe 2,000. And then many others, they want to make 10,000 or 20,000. It's possible. Do your own research. Go online. Find out. There's all of these types of businesses out there that are paying people $5,000 for a total year worth of effort to millions of dollars. And CollectDirect has a comp plan that can pay you 100,000 US per week if you duplicate the concepts that you'll learn and earn with us. So for every 6 you talk to, not everybody will say yes, but who knows? 4 of them might be curious, but I'm learning more and more that everybody loves something in the CollectDirect world. And so it's a lot better than these numbers. But if you just thought of this and duplicated talking and bringing in 6, for you and you alone, think about this. You buy one card for $29.98. Wouldn't it be nice to get that $29.98 back? Well, go find 6 independent reps or 6 customers. So every one of those people that buy a treasure for their own personal time capsule pays you $5. Well, there's your money back. But it gets better than that, because the way our program works, every one of these items have business volume attached to them. So imagine those 6 purchases become 120 worth of business volume. And what if, just what if the penny doubled to 2 to 4 to 8? What if those 6 people get excited and say to you, man, what do you do to point, click, and share? And we show them the video and we show them how to get excited about all of these items they have access to share for $9.98. And before you know it, those 6 people find their 6, get their money back for their buyer club purchase. And before you know it, they got 720 BV worth of volume generating in their team. And we team build and so on and so on. That's the concept of the buyer club mentality that you're looking at here, where you get to find people 1 at a time, 2 at a time, and look at the globe. Currently, we're operating in Canada, United States, and Australia, but Dave's got plans to go global across the world. And look at the amount of people participating in what we would call the network marketing, the MLM industry, or some form of affiliate marketing. There's millions of these people, right? In Asia, 69 million. In the United States and America, all of this area, 34, 50, 35 million people, growing and growing and growing. You will have access to these folks, everybody, by just learning how to point, click, and share. And then look specifically at individual companies and look how many members participate and say, hey, has anybody ever met an Avon lady? I mean, 6.4 million of them running around the globe. Wouldn't it be neat to point, click, and share them some treasures that can bring them back to the past? These are great companies that have been around for a long time. So the industry is not going away. And then when you attach it to the big ticket items that Dave's going to be opening up more and more to us, you have an opportunity of a lifetime. So folks, I just look at what we're doing and I get excited about the concept of point, clicking, and sharing and doing this together. But some of these guests that are going to come off here, why don't we start off with Jimmy, Ben, if we could. Jimmy, I hope you're ready to join me. Jimmy Weise. Maybe we can get you to get unmuted and we'll get you on here. Jimmy, I see your picture there. We'll unmute you and let's share your thoughts, Jimmy, as soon as you get live here. So let me hear your voice, my friend.
Okay, wait a minute. Can you hear me?
I can hear you, just can't see you.
Okay, can you hear me? You can't see
I can hear
me?
you. Nope, no problem. I can hear you. That's all I wanted. That's fine. But Jimmy, let me ask you this. The industry itself got you excited first and foremost in the coin industry, saving coin treasures. But you told me today just how darn excited you are about the card industry in the collectible side.
Yeah, I'm real excited. I'm like, wow, I missed it, but I'm almost 70, okay? And I'm gonna tell everybody that's listening to me, I'm gonna make a ton of money in the card business. And I'm going to do it with CollectDirect. And I'm excited for the fact that it's challenging. I mean, I'm starting from scratch. I'm learning about cards, and I am in awe of what I'm finding out. Cards that are selling for millions and hundreds of thousands of dollars. I ran into a guy that he told me that the last 5 Pokemon cards of this one card, I can't even say the name of it, Shazard, sold for $200 grand. a card that's rated 10 as a Pokemon card. So the card business is giant. And I'm starting with that, with a card of the month club. I've got something that I've talked with Dave about that he's supporting and he's excited about, and I'm excited about, because I want to tell everybody, if this works for me, which it will, I'm going to share it with everybody, and it's going to make recruiting, I hate to even say this, it's going to make recruiting easy.
Well, Jimmy, talk about that word recruiting for a second, because for those people that might see this recording after, the term recruiting might not be as fun as just making friends. So what do you mean when you say recruiting?
Recruiting to me is conveying your thoughts to someone else about a huge opportunity, and an opportunity to get involved with a company and make some money. That's recruiting to me. Okay.
Right on, right on.
But my closest friends come from recruiting, and that's a big plus in this business. Is everybody's going to meet different people, and solid friendships are going to be made, but that's down the road or whatever, what have you. I'm excited about being able to easily go up to anybody and recruit them and put the opportunity in front of them. And I'm asking for some time. I'm going to implement this on March or May 25th, another week or so. So I'm up to something that's really cool. And Dave is excited. My group is excited. I got 7 people going with me to do this venture. But anyway, Donna, the card business is amazing. And I'm sitting here looking at some of the cards that I've bought off Dave. Now, you can't see my picture, so there's a problem there, right?
Right, but that's okay.
Okay.
I know what you look like.
No, I know, but I wanted to hold the cards up.
Yeah.
I'm holding a Wayne Gretzky card. I'm holding a Patrick Mahomes, a Stephen Curry card, a Bobby Knight card by Collect Direct, and they're gorgeous. Our card is friggin' perfect, I think. And Dave has told me that his graders are better than PSA, a major grading company. So anyway, I'm looking very much forward to promoting the card business, and everything else will fall in behind it. I'm going to make recruiting card people easy.
I love you, man.
And that's what I'm up to.
Appreciate you as always. And I love your energy. And you know what? When you think about Dave and your comment there about better than, you know what? It's like when I used to tell my friends when I was a kid, my dad could push over a telephone pole, and my friend would say my dad could lift up a skyscraper, and somebody else would say, well, watch my dad, he'll push this car down the street and the thing will run with no gasoline in it. And all I say is that you can have that go big attitude, and Dave has that, and it's a lead, follow, or get out of the way attitude. So Jimmy, we both appreciate that in him. And so when he comments, he does about how great his graders are, it's because he believes it in his heart. But at the end of the day, it's a message that we have to just say, hey, we're just saying that. He says that. It's his own opinion, and we'll leave it at that. But Jimmy, thanks, my friend. So we want to go to Martin Farr, if we can, Ben, and bring him on. And Martin, I don't know if we're going to be able to see your face or not. And Mary Brett, you're last. Maybe we'll be able to get you ready to be able to see. I think you'd like to show something. So Martin, if you're off mute now, so I don't know a lot about you, my friend, but I know Jackie was excited to have you jump on. Martin, just share your thoughts on what you see and what you heard tonight and what you see for the future for the Collect Direct. You're off mute. I just can't hear you. You might have to turn your mic up. No. Okay. Not sure why we can't hear you. You're muted. Now you're unmuted. Can you turn your mic up? No. Okay. Well, let's see if we can just leave you unmuted, and let's go to Mary. And when you think your mic's going to work, we'll go back to you. So Mary, we're going to unmute you and see if we can get you to share your thoughts, my friend. I know you've had a lot of success selling some of Dave's cards.
Yes.
On
Hello,
eBay.
can you hear me?
Yeah, and we can see it too. So beautiful. Awesome.
Awesome. Yeah. So I have had, when we first started, when it first came out that we were gonna do the $29.98 a month to get our QB, I started thinking about it. And of course, that everyone, when there's change, we all kind of boo-hoo, right? Like humbug. But I sat there and thought about it. I'm like, you know what? This is actually a blessing in disguise, because this is gonna get the ones who are serious going. And the ones who are not serious are just going to sit back and watch the rest of us, go. And yes, I've heard a lot of boo-hoo and all this. And I said, look, you either do it or you go. I mean, there's just two choices. You either go with it or you're not. So I started putting my stuff on eBay. I've sold 2 cards. I'm getting ready to sell my 3rd one. That Corey Seager card that I had that Dave was talking about in the video last week, the one for $129, that was my card, and I sold it.
Nice.
For that price. I also sold my Corey Seager card for $60. I mean, these are cards that I got with my commission. Okay. The last few cards that I've gotten is all by my commission, getting the $29.98, and I'm flipping it. And I am tripling my income from this, which is amazing.
And Mary, you understand that
And
concept of a
anyone
penny
can do
double,
this.
don't you? You understand that concept of a penny doubled when you talk about $29.98, doubling it to $69, and then all of a sudden making a $129. You start seeing how that can work. But imagine if your team members start doing that, all the volume will increase.
Exactly. And I'm trying to get them like, just, hey, you know what? It takes a little bit of time. Not everyone's going to buy right away. I've had a card sitting there now for 3 months, but guess what? It'll eventually move. Just keep it there. Just keep adding cards. And that's what I'm doing right now. The other thing that's been helping me is I do some door walking. I took my postcards and put rubber bands on them so I can go to homes and just leave them there.
You leave them on the handle?
I leave them on the handle of the doors. Yes.
Wow, good
I did
idea.
100 the other day. I have 300 more to go. And not only that is I live in a small town. I'm in a rural part of Oregon. I'm the only one who does this here. And there's not a whole lot. You'll see like conventions like the North Pacific West, the big ones, the conventions are in Washington. But I have a lot of events that are going on in my town, like the Strawberry Festival. We do Friday night stuff every night. So I have been going out there, and I might not have a booth right now, but I'm handing out my cards. So this is what I've done. Every time I leave my house, it is an opportunity to work, whether I'm going to the grocery store or just to go to the post office. I have a stack of cards with me. My husband, when he goes shopping with me, he's always looking for me because I'm down an aisle talking to somebody about Collect Direct.
So Mary, I was just going to say those cards are the ones you can get from collectdirectcards.com, correct?
All of them. All the cards that I've sold on eBay are Collect Direct. So anyone, let's take, let me see which one I have. Okay, here's another one of his, Dell's.
Wayne Gretzky, yeah.
Wayne Gretzky. It's also got the tape. And then I got from him that, PSA. Don't worry about who graded the card. Both of my cards were graded by Dell's company, and they sold for what I was looking for. If they want it, they're going to buy it. And
you mean Dave's company, you mean?
Dave's company. Yeah,
yes.
That's what I'm saying. Dave's company. Both cards I sold were graded by Dave's company. So they do see value. And yes, his grading company will start getting out there more, like the PSA, ISA, and all those other ones out there. You just have to have faith.
Exactly.
You have to just go out and you just have to do it.
So Mary, as you share what you're sharing, dropping cards out there and the Collect Direct name gets out there, that's like the penny duplicating. Folks, if we all say 50, 60 people that watch this and then 100 after, we all go out and find 1 or 2 people to join our buyers club. And next Wednesday, we invite them to come to a Zoom and we share them how to do this. You will see your business explode. So my challenge to all of you on Wednesday, May the 15th, is get 2 new customers from now to next Wednesday, spending $29.98 and join our buyers club. They may just be a customer, so they don't have to do the $9.98. And you make $5. But the best part about it is the brand will get bigger and bigger and bigger. And the larger the brand, the bigger the reward for all of us when we can become a household name. That's the message for tonight, folks. Go find your 6. It might be 1 from the 6. Make it 2 this week. And let's watch and learn and earn together and grow this. Mary, you're awesome. I love your energy. I love when you reach out to me and just say hello and say how excited you are. And I know you've shared some cards of Dave's from $9.98 and made money, $29.98. Folks, don't worry what anybody says. It's all a game in terms of the online world. They may bid 10 cents, but it might sell for 100. Who knows, right? It's a bidding war out there. But Dave's giving you great cards branded with the Collect Direct name. And we're just so blessed to be part of this company at this early stage. So just want to share that. Mary, thank you so much, my friend, as always.
You're welcome. Thank you for having me on.
We'll do this again, my friend. So I don't think we're gonna get Martin
Definitely.
on. I don't think his volume worked. Sorry, Martin, we'll try you maybe another time. But folks, that's the message. So what we usually do is we end our recording and I stay on and I answer some questions. There are some good things coming, folks. I don't want to future you right now to say, wait until you see what's going to happen. But let's shut the recording off and let's just look forward to the coming weeks ahead as you learn and earn together with all of us. And this company grows. It's been an interesting month so far and we're growing. So let's carry on with that. But challenge all of you. Get 2 customers. I know I'm going to get 2 customers or 2 members that are going to join our buyers club for $29.98. And just wait till you show them what they can find on that great shopping site that we're giving them from Dave's collection. Thanks for joining me, everyone. And we'll stay tuned for some question and answer here just in a little bit. Okay. Thanks for joining me.